Hi, I'm Bill Herbst with United Cooperative. Today we're going to talk about hydraulic oil sampling and engine oil sampling on your expert view. So most tractors have what's called a common sump hydraulic reservoir. It is your transmission, your differentials, your clutch, your brakes all run in one oil, hydraulic oil. It's important that this gets changed on a routine basis, but even more important that it gets sampled and a LubeScan performed on it as often as possible. You can obtain these LubeScan kits from your United Cooperative energy representative and even a pump to utilize them on, or grab them midstream when you're changing the oil, or have one of your United Cooperative energy representatives assist you in taking a sample. This particular tractor has a fill and a dipstick tube at the rear of the unit. On newer tractors may have multiple reservoirs, so it's important to identify where your hydraulic oil is kept on your tractor. We'll pull the dipstick tube out. We'll insert a tube, ensuring that we're at the same length of the dipstick. It's important that you put the oil directly from the unit into the bottle. You don't want to use an old coffee cup or a soda bottle and then place it in here. These come sealed, and you want to keep them sealed until you're ready to use them. Again, you can catch it midstream, or you can use one of these handy samplers that's available from your United Cooperative. It's important to fill the oil up to the recommended fill line to ensure you've got enough product for the lab to run all the correct samples. Seal the bottle and then fill out the form that's sent with the LubeScan kit. To ensure that once the sample has been taken, the LubeScan sample information is filled out correctly, obviously with your address and an email address, so you get a more rapid response of the information. But it's also important, if you've already previously had samples from this particular unit, that identification number is filled in here. And the reason that's so important is because it isn't so much what this particular sample comes back with, it's how it compares to others. Too often a sample will come back that's well within the ranges, but yet it's quite a difference from previous samples taken. So essentially, is there a trend line that started on a particular wear metal or silicone, which is an indicator of dirt getting into the oil, or components from antifreeze that are present in the oil. So it's always crucial to put in the identification number from previous oil samples or the total protection plan warranty number that Cenex has available to cover issues that may occur if it's a unit that's on the total protection plan. Indicate what component it came from. If it's from a front differential or a final drive off a front axle, which side. The date, how many hours were on the oil, how many hours were on the unit itself, was the oil changed, and then what type of oil and the grade. The viscosity is very important as well. Once you have all that information, you put the sample in the bottle that was supplied with the original sample kit. You can also add your info to the bottom and utilize that as the receipt, just to verify the sample was sent in. Component, just like we marked up top. The top portion, you can tear that off and retain it for your own records. It also has a number on there to even call if it's something that you need to know right away to verify if you're getting, say, coolant in the oil or something of that nature that would indicate a potential for a catastrophic failure. Put it in the bag with your return address. This also ensures that the Postal Service doesn't lose it when it's in the bag, and wait a week or two for the results. And again, save all your history on that unit. It may come in handy someday. Routine sampling is crucial So if you do it once, continue to do it on every oil change. Throw it in the mail.